Stall him.
Stall him.
It's got bits of real
Stall him.
pattern.
We've been stalling for 2 weeks.
How long do you need to make tea, Robin?
2 minutes.
Well, while this is going on, welcome everybody to another episode of Dungeons and Dragons Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Sorry for last week. It was Thanksgiving, so we opted to kind of skip it.
Sorry about Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a thing. So I hope people are somewhat forgiving on that one, especially since I've been dragging out how long these guys survive on level 1 as it is. Hopefully by the end of today's episode, they might level up. We'll see.
Or get halfway there.
Yeah, if living on a prayer is more like it. So
you're going to be living on a prayer if we don't level up.
So for those that don't know, let's do an introduction of the players and a recap. So we'll start at the top left, and we've got Kashka.
I'm like waiting to see who's at the top left. I have no idea. Like player roulette, you know?
Basically.
Hi, I'm Kashka. I'm playing Grifola, a deep gnome warlock.
Excellent. And Kashka actually brings up a good point. For those that don't know, you're currently seeing my view, which is the Dungeon Master or Games Master. The players are not able to look at this. They can actually interact in chat, though. So please try not to do too much of a spoiler, if at all possible. So moving on, next to them we have the monkeys, Lissa and Mr. Monkey.
I am Natea Cloudbane. I am a sad little level 1 Asmar Paladin. And this is my companion.
Smoke on the horizon. A poor little level 1 kitty that likes to steal stuff from people.
I think he's earned a nickname.
Feathers.
Oh, yes, he does like feathers. In fact, he's earned the nickname of Stabby Tabby at this point.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know, his character is a felinoid character, and Grifola is kind of like similar to a dwarf, but dark-skinned, more grayish-skinned, actually.
Isn't she a gnome?
I'm actually a gnome.
She's a Sverfneblin. I said she's similar to a dwarf. I didn't say she was one.
But wouldn't it be close to a gnome?
All right, nobody's leveling up today. It's just all right. And next to the monkeys, we have Mr. Talkbacks himself, Robin.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Bird Riker, Human Ranger.
Yep,
and also the medic.
Indeed, he was very smart in the fact that he got med kits, and I think you've got a feat that allows you to heal people with them instead of just stabilize them, right?
Once per dress, I think it was.
Yeah, something like that. So far, he's really salvaged the group because they haven't been able to take rests as frequently as I think they would like to. So this group basically is on the search. Oh, and they have an NPC, right? Let's see if I can... Will it ping? Yes, right here. This guy here, Rainer Neverember. He is a would-be prince of Waterdeep itself, but since his father was usurped some time ago, and he's never wanted to try and reclaim that. They rescued him on their way of trying to find Floon Blagmar, a character that they were hired to find by a specific character, which I can't remember his name at the moment. Oh, dear God, I am failing all over the place.
Volo, maybe?
What's that?
Volo?
Yes, Volo. And Volo Blagthar, I think it is. Yes, Volo, who is currently employing the group to find their friend, or his friend, Floon, and looks there was a case of mistaken identity where people thought that Rainer and Floon were the same person. Thus why they ended up rescuing Rainer in the process of trying to find Floon. But they're hot on the trail in the, I believe it's the Xanathar hideout, which I just closed that? No, I didn't. I've got it over here. All right. I've salvaged it. Okay, I thought that I closed the window that I need open. The Xanathar Guild hideout is where they're at right now. Oh, and so last they got ambushed by some goblins. They took one of them out, proceeded on, not knowing where the other one went to, only to find out that it snuck around through another area and took a shot at Natea just as they were going around a corner down a hallway. So, you guys are actually still in initiative order because it's the same fight. I'm just going to say because you guys originally were walking around the corner. So, Natea got shot at, though she didn't actually get hit. So, Smoke, where you're at, you can see Natea, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So, therefore, you probably would have heard an arrow go, ting off of her shield, and maybe she proclaimed something in some godly praise of,
What the hell is that?
So you know that your group just got attacked from behind, potentially the other goblin that you guys were lost track of before. So what did you want to do? There is a hallway stretching out before you. It seems to lead into an open room, and as far as you can see, there's at least one empty straw bedroll on it. I know that you can't see it on the map because the players are currently playing with a different view scale from what we see there. This water pathway actually blocks their line of sight right now on the map. It's a little bit awkward, but that you don't see anybody or hear anything directly in front of you, but you did hear that behind you. So what would you like to do? Smoke.
Since I can't get past everybody, I shall continue forward.
Okay. Which actually, I realize that Grifola is probably the first one that's supposed to go. I didn't realize that the turn order was actually not in order. Let me do that right now. Descending. There we go. Hey, that's better. Oh, okay, so the goblin shot, then it was Smoke's turn. So it's actually Vern's turn right now. It helps when you put things in initiative order, folks.
Well, it probably was in order. It's just the fact of, cycling.
All right, so Smoke is going to move forward, which I'm going to actually move you forward here, and we'll continue with what you see as you come into that room in a moment.
I'm going to follow along, considering
Okay.
I don't feel like...
Okay. And Natea?
I'm going to turn around and kind of slowly walk.
You
over
can
to
see him. He's like just in this doorway, hiding around the
Okay.
corner. That's where he shot you
Oh,
from.
yeah. Okay, I can make it. I can make it to him and hit him.
Go for it. $14. Okay, so you actually swing. He ducks right over his head. You actually take out a little bit of the hair on his head, and it boom into the cement wall, and he instantly pees himself in the process of you doing this because he wasn't expecting somebody to charge back at him. He usually just shoots something and it dies. So I don't think he was expecting to be pursued.
I just yell at me, filthy beast, trying to shoot at my party. And just mumbling, everybody just hears me mumbling.
All right. So anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's all I can do at this moment, and just keep my shield up.
All right. So then, Grifola, what is it that you'd like to do?
I'm gonna kind of stick my head around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't forget,
Then
Nell is still in your jacket, I think, injured right now, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move up a little bit until I see what's going on.
Okay. You can see that Natea is currently trying to kill a goblin that is hiding just around the corner.
Okay, so I'm gonna move up to like here, so I have like actual line of sight on the goblin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. He is going to get some cover from the wall at that angle, but go right ahead.
No, he's not. Right. Da, 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 da. I want to do some of this. Blast, go.
Ouch.
No.
That's not going to do it. So
Okay.
you actually take out a chunk of the corner of the wall. He has less cover now.
Right on.
From you, at least. Anything else that
Okay.
you care to do?
I think that's all I've got.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the goblin, upon being attacked and seeing a chunk of the wall being blasted out, he actually freaks out, drops the bow that he had, and just tries running away. So Natea, you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Is that it? So,
Oh, sorry, I missed that she rolled a 13. I'm sorry. I was like waiting for it. I'm like, is she going to roll? So that actually misses. He evades your attack and proceeds on to move over here. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He wouldn't get that far. Unless he went this way. 5. No, he can't go that way around corners. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep. Okay, and I think he can go 30? Yeah, he can go 30, surprisingly, for such a little guy. All right. So he retreated back through both of the doorways, is what you heard. Obviously, I think he went out of sight. So let's go back to Smoke and Vern and Raynor, because obviously Raynor is sticking with the guy that's got the light bulb, because he can't see in the dark. And he's
Like
leaving
everyone else in the party.
yeah, he's there right with you. So as you guys all come in, let's move Raynor in here. You can see that there is some stuff in this room. Basically, there's just like 6 like straw stuffed mattresses. They're not the best, but they look like they actually could be usable. Like somebody might use them and not die of dysentery the next day. It might take them a couple weeks. but there are some mattresses in here on the floor, and there is a door down here at the far side of the room. It looks like it's a very rickety wooden door. Like it's like it's 5 planks, and they are kind of like just 2 strips of wood across at the bottom, kind of half nailed together, and it doesn't even look like it fits the doorway properly. It looks like it's more makeshift, and somebody just kind of strapped it together.
Alright, guess I'll go to the door. Hear what I.
All right, so you're just going to the door?
Yes.
Okay.
There's just 3 soak masters that's laying about.
Sorry, you're a little bit quiet there. Can you speak up, please?
I'll go to the door since there's just pea-soaked mattresses everywhere.
Okay, that sounds great. All right. And at the door, it's currently closed. It's actually got some kind of latching mechanism on it. It's just like a little hook on like an eye hook of sorts. Looks like somebody just bent a few nails and made it themselves.
Okay. Don't know. Guess I'll do a perception check, see if I hear anything on the other.
Go for it. Okay, you can hear on the other side a voice sounds very frustrated, like speaking to himself of sorts, male voice most likely, and saying, "Oh crap, think, Zemp, think. Just grab another mattress. That's what it'll do." And you hear like some dragging, and then repeating of the same thing, going, "That's not gonna do it. Oh God, This is what you're hearing.
Okay.
There's no light on the
So-
other side.
I just kind of, motion to Riker, shh, be quiet and try to sneak the little door open.
Okay. So it's easy enough to open. I mean, you just lift this little latch. So you're going to try and do it quiet like?
Yeah, all sneaky.
All right, let's see that stealth check, sir. I'll have you roll it this time. Yeah, that's fine. So you're able to quietly lift the latch and push the door. And the door, you notice it doesn't actually push. And the reason being is that it's actually kind of like just sitting in place. It's kind of like hooked on one side. There's no actual hinge, but you could like pick it up and move it if you wanted to sneak in.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I'll still go with the same stealth on that one. That's fine. And let's have that. Actually, I need to go to a different layer. Let's see the dynamic lighting layer, and then we'll delete that. And we'll get back to you guys. What do you want to do, Vern?
I'm gonna follow the cat pretty closely, but put my hood back on my lantern so it's not as,
Okay. Are you going to kind of... Now, I realize that on this map and how it works, it's not really going to work so well. I'm going to leave your light vision the way it is currently.
Okay.
But is it something like you're going to kind of aim the light away from in front of you just so that it's like on your feet and you can kind of see what you're going and aim it backwards or something? Or
Yeah, basically.
okay. All right. And Raynor's going to stick with you over here. He's got his sword out.
I don't remember exactly what I have out, so I'm going to have my bow put away and hold the lantern in one hand and the rapier in the other.
Okay. All right. Wise choice. This allows you actual control over the lantern. Good. All right. And then we're going to go with Netea.
I guess I'm gonna try to go after the guy because if I don't, he may come back. So,
All right. Go ahead and move your character then.
all right, there we go, and I will try to hit him again.
And he didn't expect you to catch up so easily, and he kind of squeaks upon you, your arrival. Oh, and you miss. Big whiff. He upon you swinging at him, the only reason you miss is because he fell into the water. It's in the process, and he's like partially submerged, but he is right there. He is a small guy, so he's partially submerged, but he just kind of like fell in. He's somewhat prone as well. Grifola?
I'm gonna follow Natalia.
Okay. Go ahead and move your character. I forgot to mark this guy here dead. There we go.
And I'm gonna shoot at him again.
Go for it.
I can't see it.
Yes, I can.
She can. Basically, she would get a penalty to hit, but she also gets advantage to hit because he's prone.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can see him on the map. He's right there.
So he's got higher armor class, but he's got. But she gets advantage to hit him because he's prone. So.
So wait, I'm rolling with advantage?
You're rolling with advantage because he's prone, but he also has cover, so his armor class goes up a little bit.
Okay.
So he's easier and harder to hit. 16 would do it.
Okay.
It's just a little bit of water. He doesn't get very much for it. And there you go. Ooh. Let's see, how many hit points does he have? Oh my gosh. Did you do 6?
I did 6.
He screams and starts getting washed down the water a little bit. but he's not dead yet.
Infection will get him.
He's a bloody poo-covered mess right now.
Do I have to get back in the sewer water to kill him?
Wait, what?
Alright, so the goblin at this point just tries to tread water because it's trying to wash him down there at this point, and is able to get down here. And Natea, make a perception check. Wow. Okay.
Worse than the guy using the lantern.
Okay, so he gets to about where you see here. And then it looks like he just disappears. He tries like getting up out of the water, and then you thought he went underwater maybe or something, but you lost sight of him.
The dice are punishing me for being gone for so long.
They are. They are being so rude to you today.
I'm like, I just look at Griffola and shrug my shoulders. We'll close the door behind us, both of them.
So we'll go back to Smokevern and Raynor, which, yeah, for those that are curious, Raynor's just going at the same time as Vern to make things easier, since he's an NPC that relies on the light source. So Smoke, you open the door sneakily, you walk in, or you peer in rather, and you see a Duergar, or a dwarf, a deep dwarf, yeah, a dwarf of the deep, dark, basically.
So it looks like Griffola?
No, because she's a gnome.
Nothing like one. Not a dwarf.
so
Racist.
basically, he's like a dwarf, but he's got gray skin. He's bald with a very white beard, and he looks like he's in an absolute panic and is piling some similarly set up straw mattresses up against a door.
Okay. So, poke my head around the corner. Hey, buddy, you alright?
He'll drop the mattress in surprise and shock, and he'll just be like, "You, who are you? What are you doing here?" And he's just kind of like absolutely taken aback that there's someone else here, but that he keeps looking back over his shoulder at the door that's currently like covered as well. So that's
what you trying to keep out?
He says, "You shouldn't be here." That's about as much as you're going to get out of him at this point.
Yeah, I know. So what's behind the door?
No stabby tabbies allowed.
You can see, let's see if I can actually get some kind of description on this guy. He does have weapons on him. He's got some javelins across his back. He's got a war pick on his side. And he has a straw-filled mat that he dropped on the floor in front of him. And he's not giving you a good, friendly look. He's giving you a, I'm going to try and eat you for breakfast type look.
Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and kill the dude.
Some random dude telling you you're not supposed to be here. Stab. Alright, so that would do it. Okay. That will hurt. Go ahead and roll damage.
I love how Monkey's had a natural 1 on her perception. Mr. Monkey, natural 20 on his dagger.
I'm the one rolling all of it.
So it would be a sneak attack if you hadn't announced yourself first. Sadly. but you still did a nat 20. So that's going to be 11 points of damage on this guy. Let's do minus 11.
I
And
tried being nice, but he was rude.
and he
You're rude, you get stabbed.
so
Those
you
are
you go to stab him, and he redirects your blow. It still like cuts him, but he says, "I don't think so," and takes it. Like he takes the hit. All right, so
Like a boss.
Vern, you hear everything that just happened.
Peers into the room.
Okay.
Hey, cat, need help?
Sure, get in on the stabbing.
plenty of murdering to go around.
Why do you always want to kill everything?
I tried to be nice. It's going
For 5 seconds!
So what are you doing there? You see that these two are in an altercation right now, where this Duergar that you see is reaching for his war pick, has been freshly stabbed on the shoulder by smoke, and seems eager to retaliate.
I'm gonna let them duke it out and go towards this. Actually, no, I'm gonna just stay here and kind of watch them duke it out.
Okay.
Hey, if the cat dies, I can try persuade the guy to not kill me.
Raynor comes over here and says, "Oh my!" And he kind of holds his sword out in front of him and says, "I think we can handle him."
Not yet. The cat was the who attacked.
All right, so Natea.
I just kind of shake my head and I walk back in, tell Grifola, we're just going to close these 2 doors behind us and hope he doesn't come back. So I'm going to start closing this door and I'll wait over here at this area for her to come through. And then we'll close that one behind us and continue on where we lost.
Okay. Grifola.
Do the doors have like and is there a way to bar them from the side that we want to end on? You know what I mean?
They pretty much just have very simple latching mechanisms. There seems to be a lock on this door here, but it looks like it also requires a key.
Does the door swing in or out?
It swings in.
Let's see. I'm gonna say, you sure he's dead?
I don't know, but I'll be ready for him when he comes back and I'll kill him dead this next time. I'm not swimming in that water. You're more than welcome to, but he just disappeared, so he might have drowned. You damaged him.
I'm just gonna have a quick look, she says, and I'm just gonna stick my head kind of like out the door.
Make
Hey,
a
when an
perception.
arrow hits you in the eye, peek around the corner, you'll take your eye out.
Make a perception check.
Those Red Rider BB guns.
Indeed, they are. They're dangerous.
Come on, big bucks, no whammies. Not great.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me see. I think that's going to be in here. I got to go back a little bit. Hold on. You guys are backtracking to different rooms.
Trigger finger.
Yeah, actually, you see that here, it seems some of the wall doesn't quite look right. It's like sometimes the poo water splashes and it looks like it goes like through the wall.
I'm gonna say I think there's a secret door or something over here.
We probably shouldn't split up from the party.
The secret doors.
You're fragile. You're so fragile.
I've got like 3 hit points left. Okay, I'm gonna like make a very clear mental note about where the secret door is, and then I'm gonna come back to here, closing the door behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of the bulbs out of the lights, break it, and sprinkle the broken glass all over the floor. So we'll hear him come.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
I'm just kidding.
So then, you, both Natea and Griffola make a perception check.
Perception. About a bunch of crap.
I think that was more the whammy.
So, this is really interesting. Now, I guess Natea caught the acoustics just right, where Griffola did not. But it sounds like you hear small goblinoid-like hands beating on a metal door, going, "Crap! I locked myself out!" Bum bum bum.
I just whispered, Griffola, get in here. We're gonna catch them when they come around the corner.
All right. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna put Nell over here for now. There we go. In the meantime, Smoke, you have a Duergar in your face. That oh, actually, I didn't even roll for his initiative. Hold on a second here.
He doesn't have it.
Let's do that here. Where's his initiative?
I was actually going to do that, but then I thought, screwing over my teammate is not the best option.
Yeah, you've done it enough already by not stabbing him.
Oh, so weird. Actually, it's very appropriate. He with his current. Why is everybody like out of order all of a sudden? That's so weird.
They're not. They're just rotating.
Descending, and this.
What are you doing?
I have no idea. I am very confused. It's supposed to be numerically descending.
Yeah, it is. But once you go to the next turn, it shifts everything.
Right, and I was just trying to get. Okay, so he's actually going at just before Griffola because she was going first. So, all right. So it doesn't actually affect you guys at all at this point, except for the fact that he'd go right now, which is he pulls out his war pick. Excuse me, and
He has a war pick. That sounds bad.
He does have a war pick. It's a bit dangerous. And then, wait. Oh, there we go. Yeah. He says, "I said you're not supposed to be here." And he actually enlarges and gets really big. Really big. Like,
Piss off!
Really big. And then he pulls out with his other hand one of the javelins off his back. So he's got a javelin in one hand and a war pick in the other.
Wait, how big is the javelin?
Much bigger now.
Wait, so why can't his weapon transform as well? I call cheating.
Can you imagine if it didn't? You'd be like, this dwarf-size armor. Like,
These pants are too tight. No, everything about him enlarged, so he's much.
Everything about
everything. Yes.
Oh my!
Above and below. So he's much bigger. He's probably about. he to be honest, with how big he actually got, being of a dwarven size, instead I think he's about, what is it, 10 or 11 feet at this point. No, he's probably 10 feet tall. I'll say 10 feet tall.
And bulletproof?
Well, that's for you to find out if you so desire. So it is your turn now, sir.
More to stab.
And that does not hit. So you go to stab, and he just kind of takes his war pick and goes, ting! And just kind of like bashes it away and says, I don't think so.
I guess I swipe at him with the claws then.
Come on, claws. And nope. It might help if I actually told you he's wearing scale mail, actually.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's no way, no.
All right. So are you moving or are you staying there?
I'm not giving him an advantage attack.
You can move around him and not do that. You just don't move away from him.
Yeah, I'm trying to start circling, get an angle.
All right. So it is now. Yeah, we did that. Vern.
Well, if you think about it, there's technically 2 turn orders now. The group on this side of the map, and then the other group, or the guys and the girls.
Just go.
Fine. Guess we're not talking about civilized, so advance and with my character sheet. Come on, mouse. Swing my attack with my rapier.
Okay, do it. That hits. You find the chink in his armor. There are several now that he's actually bigger. And you give him a good stab in like the thigh. You found a spot on the back that wasn't protected. His armor is not the best quality. And he takes some damage. He's still standing.
That would be it.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Which then Raynor comes up and says, "How about you?" And he attacks.
Full cliche, I see.
And misses. He like tries to do like this lunging thrust, and it just kind of goes ting off the side of his armor. You can tell that the way that Rainier actually did that, you guys, it looks like he's actually had some training. Just he's might not have ever put it to use in combat before. So there you go. And
something.
And then we go to Natea.
Okay, I'm gonna wait here, hold my action until Grifola gets in, and if somebody comes through at that point, then I'll. But I'm gonna hold my action for right here.
Okay. And we're just gonna. I know that Zemk is next, but we're gonna come back to him and just go to Grifola.
You can. Sorry, I'm going to do that thing, but you can actually drag him into the order that you want.
Well, too late now.
Okay, fair enough. Well, not. So I didn't hear anything last turn, right? With my 6, my big bad 6.
Yeah, I just whispered her, "Come on, hurry! I hear somebody."
Yeah. So you heard her. You were listening to her instead of hearing the goblin noises in the back that she heard while she was talking.
All right, then I'm gonna bust a move down here. I don't really have anything to do with my action this turn, so I might as well keep moving.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kind of stick my head around the corner, not seeing my friends, and just keep moving.
Okay. Is that as far as you want to go?
I think that's as far as I can go.
Okay.
My little legs.
All right. So, and the goblin, I think we had him. You know, I'm going to move him to here. There we go. That works. He does his thing. And actually, Natea, make another perception check. Okay. You can hear what sounds like a little goblin dropping into the water out there. And then it sounds like he's like swimming down the tunnel away from you.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. I really can't do much.
Okay. That was it. Just letting you know. So then we go with Zimk. That's right, Zimk. So Zemk, while unhappy about being ganged up on and not being listened to and threatening, realizes that he had other things that he was working on as well. So he says, "You know what? It's just not worth it." And he tries going over here, which provokes an attack from Smoke.
Smoke.
Do it.
What do you say?
Which Smoke
do it.
promptly like ting off the armor as he's moving over to this side, and he actually takes a swing at Raynor with the war pick.
Oh, come on.
Rude.
Hold on, war pick enlarged. Oh dear God. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, he got lucky with the damage. All right, so Raynor. Oops, that didn't work. Hold on. -6. There we go. So Raynor takes a bit of a blunt hit from it slightly, but he actually was able to parry the pick for the most part into the wall. And Zemk says, "Why don't you all just give up now?"
So how much health do I lose?
He didn't attack you. He attacked Raynor.
Oh, wait. Okay. You know, I'm too used to the last name.
He was attacking the guy that looked like the sissiest boy of the group.
Okay.
Thought that he could like smash him and make it look like impressive and scary, but it didn't really work. So, Smoke, your turn.
Hey, I'm behind him now, so I get a sneak attack, right?
Yeah, actually, you just need to have friends, I believe, attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
In melee combat, rather.
Oh, nice.
That'd hit. All right, 11 points. Let's see. Aha, that should do it. So you stab Zemk, and that's the wrong menu. Hold on. Zemk goes down. He falls back against the wall. Thud. Oh, and like just kind of slumps down. Pretty much you just killed him. So.
Well, he gets for being rude.
Vern?
I bet he has some neat stuff. I would like to search his body, please.
Are you actually searching the body?
Oh, yeah. I may eat a little bit, too. I am a cat.
I'm going to go check over that door. Or is that a wall?
That is a door. I'm not sure which kind of door. It might be wood, it might be stone. Hold on a second. Let's see, you're in that room. It doesn't say what kind of door. I'm going to say that's a stone door. And the other door up here
Can we see it?
is a wooden door. You can see the top half of the door. The bottom half is covered with a few of the very, very feebly covered with some of the straw-filled sleeping mats.
Okay. What was Fancy Boy's name again?
That Rainer?
Rainer.
Thank you.
Did you say Randy?
No. Rainer, keep an eye on the cat.
I go where you go because I can't see anything.
He's got a point. Can't really keep an eye on him. It's dark.
And besides, he seems to be able to handle himself.
I
got a point.
Protect us.
What's that?
I meant to protect us.
Right. Okay. And so then he just kind of like says, "Do you want me to hold on to the lantern for you?"
Yeah, uncovers it and hand it over.
All right. And he's got a free hand this whole time, so he holds the lantern now. And then he runs away with it. Ha ha ha. No, he'll just hold the lantern for you.
What would it take to try opening the door?
The stone door?
The stone one. Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's latched. There's no locking mechanism. It's form fitting, so it's proper. It's a proper door, unlike that previous thin wooden one.
Okay, then I start moving the mattresses, and that be it.
Okay. If you're moving the mattresses, this door up here looks like it's a thin door, a little bit better quality than this one. But it seems to have like a gap under the bottom and stuff. It's actually hanging on the wall though, so it looks like it was properly supposed to be here. It's just a standard wooden door. All right, so back to the other group. Natea, what do you do?
I'm gonna close this door in front of me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do pretty much what Griffola did. I'm gonna just try to break some of these pieces and just spread them around as I go back towards the party.
Okay. Griffola, you hear somebody stepping on the glass pieces, and then quickly you find out that it was Natea.
I just wave. I'm like, hey, I said they're outside the first door, so they're probably going to bust through, so we need to get to the rest of the party beforehand and just try to block it off. So,
Okay.
so get your little legs running.
Alright, here we go. 1, 2. Okay, I can't see where I'm going. Oh. What's that? That's 15.
So I can move you 1, 5, 10, 15. Yep, you got it. Yep, that's 25 right there.
Okay. Okay, still don't see him.
So you pretty much see an empty room filled with a bunch of straw-filled mattresses that look really somewhat filthy, but still relatively just poor. And an open, really ramshackle wooden door over here.
Okay. I'm gonna head on.
And you can hear voices in the other room. They're talking pretty regularly. So
Okay.
There's also a light around there.
Yep. There's also a light. Yes.
Okay. So I think I can get.
And Natea, I think if you wanted, you still had you didn't do any actions. If you wanted to still use the rest of your movement, you can.
Okay.
There you go.
Seeing the dead dwarf, I'm gonna be like, what the hell happened?
I blame the cat.
I killed it.
1 second.
Griffola's got this look on her face like, oh, you.
I'm expecting like the Seinfeld sound. Do-do-do-do. All right. So Yeah, Zemk is.
Might have a hand on it. It's like
There's a very large Duergar there, which actually, Grifoli, you would recognize that most Duergar have the ability to make themselves enlarged for a short period of time each day.
But when he kicked the bucket, would he have shrunk back down to normal size?
The effect will probably wear off shortly if he did it recently.
Okay. And he's wearing scale mail.
He's wearing some really haphazard scale mail. He's got a shield. He's got a bunch of javelins. He's got a war pick, none of which are of any good quality, but they're still usable.
Okay.
Oh, and also he has a cat currently pawing at him right now. Literally, like, you know, with the war pick, just kind of like. Let's actually take it out of initiative order for now.
Okay.
There we go. And you guys can just tell me what you want to do at this point.
Well, I'm looting this dude. I may end up stealing the javelin.
All right.
I'll go ahead and come into the room.
He's got 3 javelins on him. As soon as you remove something from him, it shrinks to normal size.
Well, that's good because large javelins would be awkward.
They'd be-
For the big cat.
So something else you should know is that 10 feet tall, with how tall this guy was, is the ceiling. So he was actually like bumping the ceiling with his head too. Excuse me.
All right, I'll move into the room, and I'm like, what's going on in here?
Yeah, Grifola and Nate, you guys would see what is it? Riker is currently dragging some straw mats away from a blocked door.
I just look at the dead dwarf. I'm like, what is that? Why?
Hey, it's your cat.
Goblins. I'm like, goblins are trying to break in the beginning.
I
We
found
got
this
this
door.
giant, and I'm like, well, what are you doing over there? Why are you playing with mattresses?
I killed a giant dwarf.
I see that it doesn't have feathers.
He does have a big white beard.
All right, I'm like, why are you moving mattresses anyway?
Well, this door's blocked, though.
Here, move out of the way. I'll just push them aside and just start pulling the mattresses out.
All right.
Did the giant dwarf have any gold or anything else besides javelin?
Nope.
Wait. So other than javelin and the war, was it a warhammer or something?
Yeah, he
War
had a
pick.
war pick.
Hit a war pig.
Okay, war pick.
War pick,
Just-
some battered scale mail that wouldn't fit any of you, and most likely wouldn't sell very well.
So that was it.
What's that?
I got some sticks.
He's got some sticks. Those javelins seem like they would still do the work.
So that was everything he had on, right?
Yep. And a shield. I said he did have a shield on there.
I'm going to take the shield.
Okay.
Well, I'll move out these mattresses and I'll tell Smoke, hey, can you listen and put your ear to the door and see if you hear anything on the other side?
Okay.
I just tell him, quit playing with the dead body.
Before he shrinks back down again, Grifola like gonna take a peek and go, "Whoa, yeah, they weren't kidding. Everything."
And right then, he starts shrinking. In his entirety. In case there's any confusion. Alright, so you put your ear to the door, and you give a good listen. And you actually don't hear anything. At all. Not like there's like a lack of noise, just you don't hear anything on the other side. It seems very still.
Looks clear.
The door doesn't have a locking mechanism. It just has like a simple latch like before with like a little hook.
Of course, whoever behind this door was scaring that dwarf, and then I killed him.
All right, I'll push Smoke back, and I'm like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kick the door in and then back up, see what comes out. All right, is everybody ready?
Hold on. It's straps on the shield.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
All right, I'm gonna try to kick the door in and back where I'm standing now. That way, I'm not in the way of any.
Okay. All right. Hold on a second. Let me change to the right layer. And so you kick the door open, and nothing happens. There's a pile. For those that can see in there, it looks like there's a big mud pile in there, but it's kind of grayish.
Which way did the door open?
She kicked it in, so it didn't take much to kick in. It just like the hook on it just goes ping, and it just opens it.
But I guess what I'm trying to figure out is if I could tell if the dude was piling the straw mattresses against the door to keep it from being opened from the other side.
Well, here's the weird thing: the door opens in. He had the mattresses stacked against it, but he had the latch on there.
Okay.
I'm like, there's some mud or something in here. I don't. Can I look around for like a rock or something on the floor, and I'll just toss it in.
Okay.
If only we hadn't killed the dwarf.
He wasn't answering.
Looking at smoke.
You might find like a small pebble. The floor is pretty much like dirt and moist.
I'll just toss one of the
water.
mattresses.
The room smells especially bad, like it's a latrine. But there's this gray ooze like piled in this corner, and it looks like there might be some bones stuck on the side there. And
I'm just gonna slide a mattress in there. Got it. I look at Grifola. What if it's a poo monster? And you have all its babies on your body.
Make a strength check to see if you can throw that mattress in there against it. Yeah, that's still fine. That's a save, but
sorry, I hit the wrong one. I mean,
it's all right. I think you'll still be all right. Yeah, that's still
there
good.
he goes.
Yeah, that's fine. You're able to it like you throw it in and it like kind of like catches on the ground. It doesn't actually slide like you're expecting it to, but the corner of it still slaps on the gray ooze itself, and the ooze itself suddenly gets up and start. That's a skeleton. Sorry, that's another skeleton. Let's move those out of the way.
Nope. Let me go.
There we go. It starts moving at you guys. Hold on a second. To the front. There we go. Now
I look at everybody. I'm like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we need to leave. It's moving. It's moving towards us. I'm just gonna start shoving mattresses in front of this door.
Actually,
I'm like, everybody, go through the other door quick.
At this point, let's roll initiative. Let's remove. Hold on. I'm clearing it. There we go. So, let's see. Where is the ooze? I thought I had the ooze on here. Q6.
Hey, so we got tied at 9.
Initiative. There we go. Oh, look at that initiative. That's terrible. Terrible. Did I close? I closed it.
Thank God for my dex bonus.
You guys are terrible. Is there anybody left for where is it? There it is.
Just Rainer.
He just goes when Robin does.
Start copying you.
Quick, throw the dead dwarf to it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's actually set this up. Descending. I seem to be missing somebody. I've got Grifola, Smoke, Vern, Natea.
You have a party of 4 plus the NPC.
Oh no, that is it. Okay, so I'm used to having more enemies. Sorry. So Grifola, It
One
starts
of
moving. She starts saying, "Oh gosh, it's moving. We need to go." What do you do?
This other door here, what does that look like?
Here, let me bring it
Stone.
to the front. It is a stone door that seems to be proper, like a proper latch is on it, or rather a handle is actually on it.
Okay, let's move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Try and open this door.
Ka-chink. And it actually is on hinges, and it looks like it would open in properly.
When you say in, do you mean towards me?
Away from you. So over here.
Alright. Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna push it open.
All right. Let's do the dynamic light. Oh gosh, I need to move some of this stuff. We don't need him anymore. Let's get rid of that. Dynamic lighting. Hey, there we go. Delete. There you go.
Oh, so it looks like it's like a hallway.
Yep. And it winds around to the right.
Okay. I'm gonna take a chance. Go for it.
Okay.
3, 5, 10, 20. Okay. So I'm gonna move right here.
That's it. You can move further.
I can't really see further. What do I see?
The
Like
hall
10.
the hall continues on. How many more
Okay.
squares do you have after that?
So that's one movement worth right there.
Okay. Well, I was meaning it okay. So 1,
So-
2, 3, 4.
So the
15.
hallway continues on like how far?
I could have you go as far as here. How's that? For your caution with the door. It continues on, and it goes to some stairs in front of you, going up.
How far?
About 10 feet to the stairs.
Okay. Alright. Yep. Then that sounds good. I'll stay there. Wait for my friend.
Okay. All right. So, Smoke, what do you do?
I guess I can try to drag the body over to block the doorway.
It's not big anymore. It's a normal-sized Duergar.
Well, I'm not that strong.
All right. Make a strength check for the haste that this will take to do. That actually would pass if... Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys are sharing a sheet or something like that. All right. So you are able to drag the dwarfen body. And what are you doing? Just throwing it in the doorway?
Yes.
Okay. You toss it in the doorway. Ka-thump.
And then I shall make an exit.
I just days left.
Excuse me. All right. Vern.
First the gnome. Well, not gnome. First the dwarf. Now this.
Man, this short people like just
Somebody doesn't like short people.
no, right?
All right.
Good thing is not. I'm 6'8".
Raynor doesn't even want to see what it is people are talking about and just follows.
Oh, yeah,
Natea?
he's also holding my light.
Can I make a check? I guess maybe a knowledge. I don't know what a check to see if I might know what this. I mean, me myself I know what it is, but my character.
Sure. Make a history check. And by the way, from your perspective, you can easily see that it seemed to have come up from an opening in the ground. And this was probably a bathroom, and that was the hole. I know, in a sewer, no less. And there seemed to be some leftover, like, small goblinoid-sized skulls as well. History 12. This is probably recognizable as some kind of ooze. Usually just bad things. It's not a gelatinous cube, but if you think of something along those lines, just
Right.
in an oozed form.
It's a mud slime.
Yeah. more
Yeah,
or
I
less.
was say I know a gelatinous cube's like room size for the most part. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna get the hell out of there, and I'm gonna go in and close the door until everybody go. Just pushing people. Go. It came from. There's a hole in the floor, and I think it's just a giant gross poo monster. We've got to go.
So as you like start leaving from where it was, you saw it started enveloping the body of the Duergar.
I'm gonna close this door behind me too, and try to, I don't know, see if I can find something. I don't care if it's rocks or what. I'm just like go and trying to push the door, make sure it's like shut all the way.
Okay. All right. So that's actually pretty much gonna keep the ooze happy for some time. Getting to feast on another people.
Door tastes good. Man.
Yes, they do. Actually, I think Raynor's there. So, like you're like on top of Raynor. Get out of the way! All right.
She did
So
say pushing.
I'm just assuming that all of you are going to move forward into this next area. Which there's some stairs, and I'm going to start dragging some of you into this area just so that you're all in the same room. Please forgive me for the placement.
That's fine. I'll push my way to the front anyway. So lead.
Yeah, I would hang at the back. Get points.
Fair enough. Let me move you around a bit. There we go. How's that? Is that a little better?
No, after you, and you.
All right. So, as you guys come into this room here, there's some stuff going on. Basically, allow me to give a brief description. Threadbare curtains hang on the east wall because you guys went up some stairs into this room, and it opens up into a large, wider area. Threadbare curtains hang on the east side wall of a long hall, in the middle of which a muscular half-orc in dingy robes stands with his foot on the chest of a male human with wavy red-blonde hair. Fire burns around the orc's clenched fist, and his victim cries and squirms helplessly beneath him. Seated on a raised platform to the south is a nightmarish figure wearing black robes. It has large white eyes and rubbery purple skin, with 4 tentacles encircling its inhumanoid mouth. It cradles...
So mean.
It cradles and gently caresses what looks like a disembodied brain with feet.
It's a brain frog.
Nobody.
My next pet.
Oh god, it's an ood.
Yeah. Nobody really needs to make any kind of checks to recognize that this
It's an ood.
creature
It's a
here
mine.
that was described is I can't remember what it's called.
Mind
Ooh.
flayer.
Yes, a mind flayer. Yes. It has a little pet brain on its lap.
Soon to be Griffola.
And you see someone who looks very remarkably like Raynor in many ways, being tortured underneath the boot of this half-orc, which, yes, I realize that there's this cartoonish-looking half-orc here, but... right here, but for some reason this module did not have a picture of this guy on the icon. It just says Grumshar,
Really?
and I'm like, that is really lame. So I came up with what I could of the free assets, and there you go. We've got a flame-handed half-orc, and I'm amazed that there was something available. So there you go. So let's clear the initiative and roll it anew. Everybody?
I think it's the most battles we've been in one game for who knows how long. Well, in general.
I'm gonna die, just so you know.
Nice. Actually,
Smoke
I
got
should
the
click
exact
on this
same.
guy. Wow, you all rolled already. I've got to roll for all these guys. Hold on a second here. I need this one. Character sheet. Initiative. And then I'm going to need... There it is. Okay, so this is going to be weird. Oh, this is going to show up. I know it. And I think we could do this. Is that... Oh, it does work properly. Okay, that's good.
up to this room. Like,
is a
just
hoop.
tempt the ooze up the stairs.
And
That's my thought.
I don't have one for him. He's not doing a single thing. All right, so we're going to move this guy back. There we go.
Like a little trail of breadcrumbs insect. Except it's goblin then.
Something like that. Where is... There it is. It's off on the wrong spot. Let's bring these over here so I can see them a little bit easier. It's difficult to read these for me. Sorry. 1 second. Oh, that guy's dead. Let's get rid of that one. So he's being nommed by a gray ooze. So then we just need this one. Initiative.
What do you guys think? We're going for the half-orc first?
Yeah.
The guy who's being tortured, by the way, looks like he's on the verge of death. Just a heads up. So, now, descending. Griffola! You get to go first.
Eldritch Blast.
What are you Eldritch blasting?
The half-orc. Right? You said half-orc?
Yes.
It's a half-orc?
Half-orc in robes.
Negotiations be
Dingy
fine.
robes, no less.
Maybe a little negotiation.
Nope. Nope. Pew pew.
All right.
I'm sure.
So, fearing for the person who's being tortured's safety, your shot goes wide and actually very narrowly misses the dude, the tentacled dude sitting at the other side. And the
I
zap.
call that my mistake. I wasn't actually aiming at you.
And just kind of like into the wall right next to him. So, anything else?
Nope. Unless I see anywhere that I can hide. Not really.
Well, you're at the top of stairs, so actually you're kind of like at the stairs, so you could take a couple steps back and give yourself some cover from the stairs.
I will do that.
Okay, you don't need to move your character. Just
Okay. All
right, Natea.
Oh god.
Well, that's one way to enter a room. I'm like, I'm gonna. Well, I don't know what to do now. I'm gonna take a step forward, and I'm gonna point at the orc. I'm like, "You." I said, "That's our friend we're looking for. What do you think you're doing?"
He says, "I'm sacrificing for my master, and now I've got more."
That's not a good idea. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up to him and just swing at him.
Okay. Both of his hands are on fire right now, by the way. Holy crap! I will say
Wow.
you hit.
Wowie wow wow.
Can I have advantage on?
You've got double advantage. Okay. So, actually, I just did that wrong. Let's do. There we go.
I want to hit him where I can try to position myself between him and Floon on the floor.
Yeah, actually, just put your character on top of Floon. There you go. So you pretty much kind of like give him a shove off of Floon and smack him. You're using a mace? Yes, your detailed mace. You smack him as he said his response like, "And now I've got more." And he does one of those like monologue type laughs where he's like, "Ah!" And you just come up and clock him across the face, and he goes, "Ugh."
I hate your laugh in your face. Stop it.
And it looks like you may have like broken his jaw in the process.
Nice one.
So he's not happy about that. All right,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm just gonna keep my shield up and protect.
These two are actually switching their order because this little guy, see if I can actually bring him to the front. There we go. Is in his lap, like so. So the Intellect devourer, or Illithid, I remember both names now, decides to go this way.
The brain touches me, I'm leaving.
And as he goes by, I need everyone to make a perception check.
That's smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense
And
because
then
we
that's
went
mine.
back down some stairs. So.
Yeah, a guy who could barely see without a lamp had the better perception than half the party.
All right. You saw, let's see, Raven and Smoke saw this. First, I'll tell everybody what they saw. And that is, he came up and he didn't actually walk. He just kind of glided along the floor, down the stairs, through the other room doorway. He just went through the double doors, and they closed afterwards. And as he closed them, the Intellect Devourer pops back through as he does that. Now, Raven and Smoke would have seen that he actually produced some kind of stone at the same time as he was opening the door. Like palm-sized stone.
Did he just poop a brick?
It looked a bit more unique than that. But he dropped the Intellect Devourer on the ground, and it proceeds to move up here and attack the first closest thing, which is a little paladin who just smacked this little half-orc in the face and nearly
So
killed
the
him.
clowner's right, they do all float down here?
They just might. They just might. All right.
Also, the half-orc is closer.
So... Oh, it's gonna attack... Oh, okay. It has more than one style of attack.
Is going to eat her brain.
So first it tries attacking with its claws, which are like big, taloned cat claw like things. And it. I don't know if that hits your AC. What's your AC?
18.
It does not. So it tries attacking, and it tries slashing basically at your leg. It tries jumping over there and does that, and it just kind of doesn't get through the armor or anything.
You see this gross, disgusted look on my face,
Yeah.
ugh!
Yeah.
Does it make squishy noises too?
It makes very gross noises. Yes.
Meanwhile, Grifola's like, "Oh my god, look how cute it is!"
Are you saying that out loud?
Yes.
It also, though, it makes more than just squishy noises. It seems to that squishy noise seems to resonate and resonate, and it just kind of bores into your skull. Make an intelligence saving throw. Okay.
It's gonna have some kind of side. I just looked up the image for that. Gross.
Oh, it doesn't actually have that as part. I can't just roll any damage or anything. Either way, your save was good. Is this or take that? Okay. Okay. So that's good. I had to look up a lot of stuff on what it was doing. So it obviously was trying to attack you with some kind of mental attack, and you were able to it was really giving you an ice cream headache, and you just kind of shrugged it off there. And you're afraid that it almost kind of stunned you in the process. You feel if you would have succumbed to that, it might have been able to just jump on you and rip you to shreds. This thing is a lot more scary than you might think, just by looking at this walking brain with claws. So,
Like a head crab.
that was them. Vern?
Looked at his equipment. He had the shield in one hand, rapier in the other. Players regretted choices made.
What you doing, boy?
Move up and attacks with the rapier.
Okay. That will hit. I don't even need to look at that. Okay. You're going to like this. So let's actually do this and this.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Really, really, really. So
yeah,
you
love
give him a
HP.
stab, and he goes down.
I
And
didn't know that was that strong.
upon doing so, he kind of like falls down, but then he like gets up and says, "Ugh!" And he like spits out this gob of blood and says, "That all you got?"
Wait, so he's dead or he's not dead?
He's not dead. He looked like he should have died, but he didn't.
Okay.
So, smoke. He is prone, though.
Can we drop a silver brick on him while borrowing him?
All right. Well, you know me and pouncing on the weak.
I'm assuming you're moving through Vern's space and not diagonally across like you just did.
Yeah.
Come on, attacks of opportunity. All right. Oh, I'm not actually sure if that hits or not. Hold on a second here. Yeah, that hits. And, yep. He says, "That all you got?" And you're like, "Stab." And he goes, "Ugh, ugh." And he just dies. Fire on his fists goes out. All right. Which funny thing? It's his turn. But we're gonna skip that. So actually, I should put this. There we go. Griffola.
You could always just remove his token if he's dead.
I want the body to be there.
No, I meant on the turn order.
Oh, yeah, I could.
What did Rainer do? Is he just standing there?
Rainer. Oh, that's right. I forgot. He'd walk in and he'd actually try and give that the walking brain a stab. He would really look very revolted by it, but he would still give it a go. Where is his? Did I close his sheet? Oh,
Yes.
crap. I closed the sheet. No. Hold on a second. I can find it quick. Just need this, and then RANAER, was it? I don't know. Player NPCs. Where do the NPCs go?
In the NPCs folder.
I know, right? I'm spelling his name wrong anyway. It's RENA. That's the problem. Named NPCs. There we go. That's still not what I'm looking for. Forget it. Forget about it. I know that he can still try and do some attacks here. There we go. Named NPCs. Just scroll down. Got it. And he attacks. There we go. Keep that at the side. He hits. Oh, wow. And he does a ton of damage. He actually gets a really good... Oh, shoot. I just did that wrong. 21. Then this is minus... There we go. So he gives it a good stab. Ugh. And it makes this weird squealy noise from no orifice. It's really weird. All of you can hear it in your heads, but not verbally, like sound-wise. So he gave it a good stab. Oops. I think it was Griffola's turn. Sorry, I clicked ahead.
No, yeah, it's all right because Raina was doing some good work there. So step out. Ooh, I just noticed there's a hallway that direction. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast that little brain guy. He's super cute, but also attacking my friend.
Dang.
Wow, what the hell?
Eldritch Blast is not your friend.
I know, right, buddy?
So in an effort to try and miss Rainer, you miss as well.
Oof.
Sorry.
And just to keep an eye on our backs,
Mhm.
can I just like take a peek round this corner over here and then step back again?
Yes.
Okay,
Let me
so
look.
I'll look over there and then
You just giving it a peek?
Yep, I'm just kind of doing. If I can use my bonus action to kind of.
The room looks completely empty.
Okay.
Just nothing in it.
I will check that for secret doors later.
Okay.
This place has been full of them.
All right. So, Natea.
Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it. I'm just like, you're disgusting.
Smash. That should hit. Yes, it does. It doesn't have a very high armor class. It is just a brain.
Does it splatter on her? Does she get the goo?
You do 6 points damage. All right. Again, that sound in your head, and it looks like it's limping. You know, it's got a concussion in its brain.
No, like holding one of its little paws up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you hurt me.
Yeah, and while it's doing that, you're hearing like a in your head, like grinding at the back of your skull.
It's hurt.
All right, and then there's that, and then it's still alive. It gets to attack. So it's gonna go for Natea again, who just hit it. Even though it's been hit by two beings, it seems intent on attacking Natea. So let's do this, and it's going to do a claw attack at you, and it rolls a natural 1 because it's limping with its poor little paw. So then it's going to try attacking you with its brain attack. I just rolled the wrong thing. But make another intelligence saving throw, please. Q7. That's not good. So you get. I actually have to roll this separately because they don't have a separate roll for it. I have to roll this, and then I have to roll this. And what is your intelligence score?
14.
Okay, good for you. No, seriously, it's good for you.
Wow.
Oh, that's so quaint.
Okay. So it actually it does that psychic attack on you again. And you take 13 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
And that fall to the floor.
All right.
Oh, no.
So she kind of collapses upon this thing, like squealing. Everybody around it can hear this thing in their heads. It is like driving all of you nuts. You're on the edge of some kind of ice cream headache. It's hard to concentrate. This thing is getting louder and louder, and it just like attacked her. And it looks like she got hit by something invisible, like in her head, like whap, like it almost lifted her off the ground, and she fell down. So next is Vern. Happy days.
Is the guy on the floor still, near dying?
He is fine. He's awake. He's not happy, but he's much happier than he was. He's just not moving whatsoever. Because he currently just had a paladin fall on him, and he's kind of like grabbing her,
Yeah.
and in fact, he might try like pulling her slowly away as an option. That would probably be about as much as he'd be able to try and do. Try and pull her back about 5 feet with him.
Well, I move between the brain and I forget the names of people, and have the brain.
Natea.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Okay. So, you do anything else? You just moving?
I attacked with the rapier.
Oh, okay. And I think that hits.
13. Does it hit?
It does.
Ah. 7.
Da 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 da. You stab it, it dies. It squeals one last squeal in your brains, and then oh, the headaches are gone. That is so much better.
Okay, we really need to get Griffola a pet.
Oh. So we're gonna drop initiative for the moment.
Okay.
I'll push Revan towards Ntea. Heal her.
Oh, there's the thing who said
Do you have a way to heal her? Vern?
my kit.
Mm-hmm.
I got my kit. As long as we rest, I can use my kit.
And
Did we rest?
well, you can still use it to stabilize if needs be, but she just seems to be knocked out. She's not bleeding out, nothing like that. She's just unconscious.
Yep. Just use.
Raynor says, "Floon, my friend, it's so good to see you're okay." And Floon is there, partially underneath Natea, and looking very concerned for her, actually.
Yeah, I start using the healer's kit on her.
And I say to Floon, we've been looking for you.
And
As Koshka in real life is patting the cat.
he seems to be like
The dog.
he's actually a bit hold on a second, let's see. Yeah, he's pretty much just like so he looks very, very badly injured. Are you trying to heal him as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He will definitely let that happen, and he's going to be like on the edge of tears, like kind of he is probably crying and a little bit like shaking at the same time, like I thought I was dead. And you could see he's got like marks on him, and he's seen some stuff. He's seen some stuff. Got some burns.
And I'd like to search the orc.
I'm sorry, I heard I'd like to search, but I didn't hear what.
The orc.
The orc. Gotcha. Okay. So while you're searching the orc, you find he has a spell book on him.
Yay! Something to clean myself with.
Hey, don't do it!
All right, and let me just double check, see if there's anything else that comes standard with this guy. He's got a dagger, and that's about it, actually.
Excellent. Another dagger. I can always have more pokey stuff.
Can always use another dagger. All right, so
Considering he could throw them, he can always use another dagger.
So, what you guys doing at this point? You've got a paladin who's hurting. Raynor and Floon are having like kind of a happy to see you and is being healed up.
Did I get any health back?
I'll say for the purposes of combat that you're at least conscious with 1 hit point, even though the kit doesn't usually work like that, because I think you already had it applied to you. Did she?
Because if we had a short or long rest, it renews itself.
We did have. You guys did have a rest before coming in here, and
then it would work.
Okay, so I think it was all right.
It's a 1d6 plus 4.
So go for it.
Dang it.
Actually, you're going to want to roll for Floon as well, which we're going to put Floon over here and Natea there.
That was not the right game.
So tell me who you're healing first.
I first gotta make sure I'm in the game.
You got to get your mind in the game, man.
No, because this part of my mouse decides, hey, yeah, let's hit back. Gotta love smart mouses. Well, mice. They don't always work as intended. Gonna heal Natea first.
Okay. There you go, Natea. You gain 9 hit points back.
And the other person. Aha, it didn't matter.
Okay.
Grifola, how much health were you?
I have 3 hit points right now.
So I'm assuming he looks really badly injured. Grifola, you want healing as well? Well, health
Yes,
as well?
please. Yes, please.
Everyone else, I do good job, and then Grifola, not that good.
That is okay. We can't hear you.
How about now?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to put a chain heart icon on people that have been healed by the healing kit.
That will help me.
Yeah, that way we can keep track of it in the future.
I feel so much better. Actually.
Indeed. So, what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna go poke at the brain thing, and then while I'm poking at it, I'm gonna say to the rest of the group, "Are you just letting the other guy get away?"
I can't hear the monkeys if they're saying something. I see lips moving.
Sorry, we were ordering pizza.
Oh. So
Okay, sorry about that. What were you saying?
Sustenance is important. Are we just gonna let the illithid get away?
I'm hurt. I look at everybody. I'm like, I'm hurt pretty badly. If that thing has a psychic link, I can almost assure you. I'm gonna walk over to the door and look at the stone that's on the floor and
no, there's no
pick
stone.
it up.
No, it's not
he
on the
didn't
floor.
drop it.
He produced it. He had it in his hand
As
he went through the door, and only 2 people saw that. That was Robin and Smoke.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go to the door and look at it. I'm gonna say I'm hurt pretty bad, and if this thing can do some kind of psychic, I kicked at the brain. If it can do some kind of psychic ability, and let me tell you, it hurts really badly, then can you imagine what that thing can do? I've heard stories of these things, and they're not pretty.
Actually, make a history check.
Is there anything up here, by the way?
Yeah, I was about to go search over there.
That's where he was sitting.
So just a chair. That's it.
Yes. You've heard of those creatures taking over people's bodies before, like climbing inside them.
That's so special.
Yeah, there's more detail you could potentially research, but that's about what you've heard from rumors. And they're very feared and dangerous. By the way, the doors are 2 large stone double doors with a locking mechanism on it. They are currently closed.
As Floon, so I take it the half-orc was going to sacrifice you to the illithids, and do you know what that was all about?
He's trying to compose himself as best he can. Excuse me. Obviously, his wounds have been healed. He still looks a bit marred and worse for wear, but he says, "I was mistaken for Raynor here, and I think that half orc there was. I think he was actually a bit in trouble because they were trying to find Raynor, and I think he decided he was just going to sacrifice me to his master because he couldn't get Raynor, and he was trying to save face, so he was just going to kill me because there's no.
Why were they? Do you know why they were trying to get Raynor? Was Raynor going to be a sacrifice as well, or Raynor was for something different?
No, and Raynor says it's because of my father.
Oh, just the whole money.
Yep. The things that he's discussed with you before. Excuse me. He's pretty sure that that's it, at least, and that they think that he has information regarding the horde of dragons, that his father might know about, but so they're trying to get to him, and they thought they had him, but instead they had Floon. But Floon is just as happy as a scared, mentally injured guy can be.
Excellent. Well, now we can take Floon back and collect our reward.
Floon says, "That sounds lovely."
Do you know what's through these doors? And I'm pointing at the stone double doors.
I don't remember very much. The last thing I remember is just flashes of pain. There was a lot of beatings. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You said that there's a locking mechanism on these doors?
Yes.
Is it for a key?
It looks like it, though when the Illithid went through the door, he didn't actually even touch the door, he just held his hand up to it. Doors opened, he went through.
So is there a keyhole?
Yes.
I'm gonna see if I can look through it.
Okay.
I see too many horror movies. Don't look through the keyhole.
I know.
That's the reason
Myself, I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna stab me in the eye.
Make a perception check.
You see a spike coming towards your eyeball. Sean, come on. Please. Okay, mediocre, I guess. Okay.
There seems to be some kind of very faint light source off to the left. Otherwise, there's a stone pillar in the middle of the room. And it seems to be like you're seeing a stone pillar is what it looks like. That's all you can see.
We don't see the Illithid?
Not through the narrow hole of the keyhole, no.
Can I just kick the door? See if I can kick it in.
Do none of you want to get paid?
Go for it. Are you going to attack the door, or are you going to just try and bash it in?
I'm just going to try to bash it in, kick it in.
Okay, strength check. Oh, wow.
I just tell Smoke, shush!
All right, so you actually are able to smash the lock, and the left door gives in.
Say, or you could do that. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm having difficulties because every time I try to move my character, the map moves with it, and I don't know why.
That's kind of weird. Are you using the mouse?
I don't know what's going on. I can't move my
Whoa.
I can move you. Hold on a second. I'll bring you back down. There you go.
Thank you. She's so freaked out, I guess. I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna step in and look around, and I'm sure this thing's long gone, but
by the way, Kashka,
be careful.
Your investigations of the Intellect devourer, the brief look you had at it, it looks like it's a smashed brain with some really puny looking, like almost cat or dog style legs with these really wicked looking claws on the end, but it looks a lot.
Hello.
It looks a lot thinner and emaciated and weaker than you remember seeing it when it was alive.
Okay.
And actually, let's see. I'm gonna put you to the front. There we go. I'm gonna put it back underneath. There we go. So you guys smashed the door. Now what?
I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything in this room as I just step right in the...
All right. Let's see if I can actually get this room here. In the middle of this, otherwise... What's that?
Mumbling about not getting... I'll follow, mumbling about not getting how dead people can't get...
In the middle of this otherwise empty room is a stone pillar carved with a small symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. Like you guys have seen these markings on the walls in the sewer. In the middle of this circle is a smaller circular or indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye. You guys can see, that there's like some doors and stuff like that in there. And there's this large, not so secret door here for those that can see in the doorway.
Illuminati confirmed.
It is an opaque black door that looks like it's made entirely of magic.
Fancy.
Yeah, I just walk over to the door and I'm just like...
The magic door?
Yeah, I'm just going to walk over to the dark door and look at it. Not that I know what I'm looking at, but...
As you get
symbols and stuff.
As you get closer to the door, it gives you a really cold feeling, like necrotic energy or something. Like it doesn't feel very good at all.
The lidless eye symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Would we know that from anywhere else? Is it like a religious symbol?
Make a history check. And actually, if you guys are coming in to investigate, come in to investigate.
That's my history check first. Yeah, I'm coming in to investigate.
And Raynor and Floon would be over here. Okay. Nothing that you can recall, though you've seen plenty of, like, eye references so far,
I'm going to ask Floon and Raynor, do you recognize this symbol?
Raynor says, well, it looks like the symbols we saw on the cave walls, or on the sewer walls.
I thought that was the spooky thing.
Right.
So, it's all the same symbol.
Yeah. It looks very similar to that, but it has like an indentation where the lidless eye is.
Wait, where is it? And this thing's on the floor?
No, it's on the pillar. Stone pillar carved with a small symbol, a perfect circle with 10 equidistant spokes radiating outward from its circumference. In the middle of the circle is a smaller circular indentation that bears a passing resemblance to a lidless eye.
Okay.
And Floon actually speaks up and says, I think that's something to do with Xanathar.
Do you mean Zentarum, by the way?
What's that?
Do you mean Zentarum?
Nope, Xanathar. With an X. Xanathar. There you go.
Do we know what that is?
You're in a Xanathar hideout right now.
That tells me nothing.
Right.
It means that we need roller skates and disco music.
It's one of the factions that you have been that you were pursuing. Basically, there was some that had some symbols, and this one had another. The Zentarum was one faction, and the Xanathar was the other.
And now we can tell the authorities where to find their hideout, and maybe we'll get a reward if we live.
Okay then. You keep believing that cat.
All right. So, otherwise, you see that there are some doors. They're just, excuse me, there's some stone doors, a small, let's see, like a small little few steps that go up here to an area. Up to more doors, it looks like.
Just to satiate my curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to go back into the other room to that one little square area
Mm-hmm.
and do a thorough search of that.
Hold on a second, because I want to just see something about what you guys can see on one of these things.
Before I move on.
Ah,
This
okay.
is like how I play the games. I have to clear the area.
Okay. So that's an empty room. And by the way, I'm going to drag you back out for a sec. Could you come back out into the main hall so I can show you?
Back out. Right, where?
Go back.
Here?
Yeah. So just so that you know, these are the curtains that I first described. If
Okay.
there was any mistake about that, because I realized that they're like kind of weird, jagged things.
They are on my list too.
Mhm.
I wanted to
All right. So
check out that little space and then behind the curtains.
okay. So proceed and make a perception check. And what are you doing in there?
In this room,
Yes, in this room here. Yes.
I am doing a thorough search of the walls.
Okay, perception check, please.
Actually, the walls and the floor, because I'm also checking to see if, anybody's, moving in that area.
Okay.
Come on.
If anyone knows the way out, we can set fire to everything as we leave.
All right, so as you walk into the room, it's kind of funny. You're like, this looks kind of curious. I swear that there's probably going to be some kind of secret to it. And you look down, and one of the large flagstone stone pieces rocks under your foot. Like, it's really big, and it rocks like it's sitting on a stone or something, and it's completely loose and slightly, like, a little bit above all the rest of them, which are all firmly in place.
Okay. I'm going to try. Does the half-orc have anything on them that I could use to lever this thing?
He had a dagger at one point that was taken by said kitty cat.
Alright, then I'm just going to try and move this flagstone.
All right. Strength check.
Nah.
Strength check. You just are able to lift it, and it turns out that it looks like it was form fit to sit flush with the floor, but somebody left some stones or something like that in there, and it therefore was causing the flagstone to not seat properly in the spot. So this is also why you're able to get your fingers up in there very easily, and you were able to slide it off to the side. And it seems like there is some kind of small tunnel that goes down and to the north.
Okay. Like gnome size tunnel?
It's no 5-foot hallway or anything. People would have to kind of crouch through it. It's more like think like old castle carved escape tunnels that go out a good distance or something like that. So you'd have to most people would have to hunch down. You would probably be just barely head height.
I'm gonna say, guys, I think I found something.
Well, while you do that, because that did take you a little bit of time at least, let's see what the other people were doing. So what were the rest of you doing?
Just kind of wandering around, looking around.
Okay. Like I said, there's several stone doors. You see one here, one down here, one up here, one up here. Yep. 4 stone doors and, of course, some stairs.
So we could have went out any of these doors, or just the floor, if anything.
Well, there's also the big ominous black magical portal thing.
Or that could very easily be it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he probably went through there. When I look around, where is Grifola?
That's a good question.
You probably hear her calling at that moment, saying, "Guys." And actually, as you're just starting to leave the room, the whole portal sends a few shocks in the air and then goes and closes. Just leaving a blank slate there now.
We should have just gone through, shouldn't we?
I feel as if we went through, we'd have all been murdered big time.
It's better than being stuck at level 1 your whole life.
Hey!
No, we would have. We'd all be dead.
Alright, so you guys are all caught up together. Rainer and Floon are just kind of back, hanging in the back.
And
So,
so
can I get back my lantern?
He gives it back.
I found this tunnel.
And he actually takes Floon and kind of puts his arm over him and stuff like that, to make sure that he's steadied and okay. Oh, sorry. I grabbed the wrong piece.
Okay, so do we want to try the tunnel or sludge back through the sewers?
Well, since there was that... how to say... slime monster, do you really want to try killing it?
No, I want to get paid.
So, going down here might be a better option.
Can I look? Can I see anything down the tunnel?
It looks like it goes on for at least 20, 30 feet.
Okay, change my mind.
And then it looks like it might dead end, but you're not sure. If you were looking at it from the other direction towards this end, you might say the same.
Let me guess. Send the cat first.
Either dead ends or turns or something.
Well, who's going to go first? I'm going to take a peek behind one of the curtains.
All right. So behind that curtain is a set of stairs that goes down into a kind of like some straw on the ground and manacles empty on the wall.
Okay.
So,
This place has way too many rooms.
Seriously.
Alright, I guess I'll start looking down the tunnel, or going down the tunnel slowly.
Can we leave the cat here?
No, because there's bound to be something that needs to be stabbed.
All right.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
So it's a room with the manacle on the wall and a tunnel?
If nobody's making a decision, I'm going to come look behind the other curtain.
You see pretty much the same thing. The manacles are especially rusty in this room. One of them looks like it might actually be broken. And there seems to be perhaps a bone on the ground in amongst some of the
So there's straw on the ground in there?
Yeah, kind of making like a makeshift bed of sorts, but really pathetic.
I guess I'll throw a dagger in my mouth and start down the tunnel.
Vern plops his bag, takes off his bag, and starts rifling through, trying to see if he has anything of use. Did anyone have any rope on them?
Rope. I don't think I do. Let me check.
All right. So, Smoke, you said you went down into the tunnel,
Yeah, I'll check it out.
and you have dark vision.
Yes, I do.
All right. So it looks like it's of similar composition towards the other end, which goes about 20 feet. Actually, about 25 feet. And then it looks like there might be a flagstone above that needs to be moved.
Okay. I may have found a way out.
But there is a little bit of a climb to get up there, but the wall seems to have like a makeshift ladder / stairway carved into it that's actually pretty good.
Excellent. All right. I'll try to be as stealthy as possible and move the flagstone and take a peek and see if we can get out of here so we can get paid.
All right. So, why don't you make a strength check, and we figure out what everybody else is doing. Are you guys following him down the tunnel?
And you said how far was the thing? The drop?
Oh, I was telling him what he saw. He didn't say to get down into the tunnel. It's just like you're just kind of like lowering yourself down into it. It's not even 5 feet.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But at the other end, it seems to go up quite a bit.
Then, following along.
Okay.
I'll just wait for everybody. If they go in, I'll come up behind everybody, just in case anything follows.
All right. Raynor will come up here with Floon, and he'll help him down in there and say, do you want to go in front or in back? And he says, I don't know. He says, I'll go first, and that way if there's any problem, I'll protect you, okay? And Floon says, okay, thank you. And he just kind of like goes into the tunnel as well, with Floon behind him.
Can I be brought along?
Yeah, I just dragged them off the map for now, so it's fine. Grifola.
This drawer that's on the ground and is like holding cells.
Yeah.
Is it thick, or can I pretty much see the stone flow through it?
Actually, hold on a second here.
What I'm trying to decide is if it's worth kind of kicking around, or if I'm fairly certain I can see, the contents of.
You can pretty much see the contents in this one. Excuse me. In the other one, it was a little bit thicker, but it just looked like a prisoner's holding area.
Okay. All right. Then I will follow through the tunnel.
Okay. Oops. All right. So I'm going to bring you up. And Natea, you said you're bringing up the rear?
Yes.
All right. So then you guys, let's see. You made a 16 strength. All right. Now make a dexterity check to see if you're able to do it quietly, like you said. Oh, nice. So you're able to like cartoon style go with the lid, and you're able to actually set it down. It's a heavy flagstone, but you came up at a good spot. You've got your feet propped at either side of the tunnel opening, able to like kind of set it down with very minimal noise. And it seems like shoot, I closed it. No, I just minimized it. That's a different room here. You're in what looks to be a cellar.
Oh boy, are there kegs and barmaids to scare?
It seems like it's just general. It looks like there's actually beer kegs in here. And there's a singular room. Actually, let me bring you over now. I'm going to bring you in here. And we'll start. You came through. And you came through. It's getting to be a bit of a tight fit because there's a lot of stuff in this room with you guys. Oops. Did you not want to come through? Okay. So you guys are in there. There is a door. It is just a standard wooden door, and it enters in towards you guys. And it seems to have brewing supplies in here as well.
Alright, I'll take a listen, see if I hear anyone to scare.
You don't hear anything on the other side, or at least not in general. Why don't you make a perception check to see if there's anything further? Oh, wow. Yeah, you
I can see through the wood.
you don't hear anything through here.
Alright, let's open the door. Open my little kitty head.
All right, let me change it to a different overlay so I can do that.
I'm just imagining a giant cat sticking his head through a door.
Oops. And there we go. And then you pretty much can... I'm not sure what you can see with the overlay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, you can see the stairs there. So it looks like it's more of the same, and it goes up to a like a wooden trap door at the top of the stairs.
Alright, let's go up the stairs. Trap door. Maybe we're getting out.
Okay. So, you're just opening it up? It's not locked. It doesn't have a lock or anything.
Oh yeah, carefully, silently.
Okay. Make a dex check. Yeah. Alright, so you open up the door quietly, and it looks like you're in the back of a room of a house of a bunch of halflings. There's a couple of them quietly, actually. They look very normal family house, and it looks like they are currently sipping tea at the table. Maybe even enjoying like a bit of a snack or something at the same time.
Stop them all.
Alright. So yell back down. We're in someone's house. We can leave now.
Are you yelling or are you just whispering?
No, not whispering.
Okay. So you'd hear... Oh, looks like Rava dropped for a sec. There we go. You'd hear the a brief moment of surprise and a teacup being dropped and spilled, and up above, and someone saying, "What? Who is that? What was that?"
Yeah, I'll just walk up to him. Where's your front door at?
Oh, so you just come right out through the trapdoor now?
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
good. They're little.
All right, there's a couple of halflings, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get in there? Who are you? What are you? Are you gonna hurt us? Please don't."
No, I don't think I will. Maybe.
Stop.
So someone close this thing, and I dash up to the cat.
Okay. All right. So at this point, we'll call it for the night. More or less, you're in.
Save the bloodbath for next week.
Yeah, more or less. You're in the halfling house, and you'll all be happy to know that you'll have leveled up at this point. So
Yes.
so we'll have some fresh level 2 characters. Congratulations on all of you surviving the Illithid encounter. I wasn't sure how that was going to go.
You don't have to torture Kosh to brush the dog's teeth with your toothbrush.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Save Val's toothbrush.
All right. So thanks again, everybody, for coming out. Thanks, viewers and players. And we'll see you all hopefully next week. I didn't check with the players ahead of time if we can all make it or not. But if not, you guys will see something up on the channel. So that's pretty much it. Congratulations on level 2. Yay! All right.
Happy birthday, monkey.
Happy birthday, monkey.
Happy birthday, monkey.
Happy
Early
birthday.
it's on Saturday.
Happy upcoming birthday. All right. And good night, everybody. Bye.